Head over to miniaturemarket.com where they have thousands of board games at discounted prices, and you can sign up for product alerts. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Over the last 7 years, I've produced over 2,100 videos, with most of those being reviews, but I've done tons of rule schools where I teach you how to play the game so that you don't have to read the rule book yourself. I've done previews and top 10s and some playthroughs, and for most of the part, it's been just me. Now, a big reason for that is not necessarily because that was my choice, but because the studio that I was working out of was my home, and I was in like a tiny little 10 by 11 or 10 by 12 room, and it had bookcases in there with games, and so it was even tighter than that, and it was just really tight. Even when it was just me in there with the cameras and the lights, I was ducking under lights and jumping over cords and tripping over things, and it was just really tight and hard to do. I can't believe I've done so much with so little. But I've had a great community surrounded around me for a long time and really helped me a ton behind the scenes. But I've always wanted to do more with them. Well, recently, over the last month, you may have noticed my content has dipped, the quantity of it. I haven't done a whole lot of reviews lately. I have been slammed because I have been moving into a new place, and the main reason for getting this place is to have a dedicated space for the studio that's much larger, that it will allow me to have more people on and do different things and have different programming. I also have some big dreams for what I want to do with this space. But you know, even in the past, you've seen Greg Dixon on quite a bit. He's from Hooked on Geek. We've done a lot of playthroughs with against each other, and he's been on in different ways, and he's helped me since day one, really. He's been huge about my channel, and I've had him on as much as I could, but it's just been really hard to do that. We've had sort of Arjun and Narani on, and they did sort of a playthrough in Deception Murder in Hong Kong, and in that tiny room, 4 of us, it was crazy. We've done some Happy Salmon games running around that little studio with multiple people, and Dr. Panic we played, and in those games we brought on Meeple Lady, who you may know of, and Stephanie Dixon from the Hooked on Geek podcast. Recently we did some miniature market sales where we like crammed 4 of us, including my friend Alex, and Greg and Kat from Glory Hound, and we all got together in this tiny room, and once we got there, like, okay, nobody breathe, or we're just gonna like, this table's gonna explode. And it's been really tight. So I'm really excited to sort of announce that I'm gonna go into a new phase of Game Boy Geek, and I'm calling this Game Boy Geek 2.0. Again, one of the main reasons is I'll finally have the space to be able to live out the ideas that I've always had for the channel. So it's going to allow me to do a few things. Number one is it's going to allow me to bring all of these people on. They're all experts in games. We have great chemistry with each other. If you've seen any of those videos with us together, you'll see that there's a lot more play. There's a different feel for when I'm interacting with them than when it's just me and the camera and you. And so I'm gonna be able to bring them on with different programming for sure, do a lot more things, do playthroughs, do top 10s with multiple people, be able to bring a lot more personalities and such onto the channel, which I've always loved to do. And I have many other things planned that I'm not gonna talk about now, but I do have some big things planned for the space and different things that nobody else is doing. Another announcement, and really the reason for this the timing of this announcement is, so pretty soon, you may have heard of a channel called Glory Hog. She is one of the best up-and-coming channels in YouTube. It's her and her husband, Kat and Derek, and they go by Glory Hound, and they're located just a few miles from me, and they've been helping me run my channel behind the scenes for about 3 or more years, playing lots of games and helping us out. But they have their own channel, and they have done over 330 videos over the last 3 years. If you have not checked out Glory Hound, you gotta check their channel out. They do YouTube live streams, and they do them 4 times a week on their own channel. And they are very entertaining, and they're very interactive. I think they are the best in class of doing streaming, of getting the audience to interactive, have it be interesting while you're watching. They're answering questions right on the bat. They're having fun with the audience while keeping everything going in the game. And they also have been producing live hosted content for Steve Jackson Games for the last 2 years, and they're consistent with the family-friendly nature of my channel as well. They are amazing. If you haven't seen them, check them out. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because they're going to start doing live stream playthroughs on my channel. And this is going to be a cool sort of collaboration with each other. We're actually also both going to sort of show up a little bit more on each other's channels. I've gone over there a couple times and done some playthroughs. They've come over here and done some playthroughs. We're going to try to do that at least once a quarter from now on, but they're also going to be putting up some content on my channel as well. They're going to be part of the Game Boy Geek brand a little bit. They're still going to be known as Glory Hound. They're still going to be running their own channel. They'll still be putting out tons of content there, but we're also going to start working together, and that's a big thing because in just a few days, they're going to, for the first time, live stream on my channel. And they're going to be doing a game that is very popular. It's not quite out yet, but it's based off a popular game and a very popular IP. And this is going to be pretty awesome. So keep your eyes on the channel here. If you don't subscribe, do it now because you don't want to miss their first live stream where you can get on and interact with them. So now that I've given you an introduction of them, I'm going to have them, because of all the social distancing, we didn't want to be too close with each other right now, I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves to you.
Hello, fellow gamers. I'm Glory Hound, and this is
Dr. Glory Hog.
And we're going to be bringing you live board game entertainment, very interactive. We're going to be all up in your board game space. So, how do you feel about that, Dr. Glory Hog?
Pretty excited. We've known Game Boy Geek for a really long time. It's about time you put a pretty face on the channel. That's fine. We'll just keep rolling with it so we get a good one.
Okay. But we're really excited to be able to interact with all of you while we're doing our board game playthroughs. We really love to bring the excitement that we feel for board games to our audience and then just give you direct knowledge with the items that we're handling and everything that's happening and the general experience that we're having with our board game.
Right, so now instead of just getting a review or a rule school, you can also just see the game being played, so then you can decide if the game works for you.
Absolutely. So we will hopefully see lots more of you.
I'm just really excited to tell you about Game Boy Geek 2.0, the sort of history of it, where it's going to be going. It's probably going to take me another month or two. One of the sets is being built right now. Literally, they just finished working on it at night here. And so it's probably going to take another month or two for the sets to sort of be done and for me to figure out how I'm going to use them all. I have some ideas, but you never quite know until you get down there and set the lighting and this and that. So just notice that I'm going to be trying to bring more people on. We have some new sets. We have some new things that we're going to be doing. And I'm just excited for Game Boy Geek 2.0. And keep your eyes peeled for seeing Glory Hound on my channel soon. And of course, many of the other great people I mentioned, like Greg and Alex, Meeple Lady, Stephanie, and all these people. So this has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships through board games by helping you find the next one you'll love. Lucky Duck Games has launched a brand new online shop and are offering you, my viewers, a special discount. During checkout, use promo code GameBoyGeek10 and you'll save 10% on the price of your games. On the Lucky Ducks game shop, you'll find exciting new releases such as Tang Garden, which I recently reviewed, and the link is below, and It's a Wonderful World, as well as award-winning games like Chronicles of Crime, which is one of my favorite cooperative games of all time, and Vikings Gone Wild. So why not visit LuckyDuckGames.com now and find something new to play?